Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Matt Walsh, welcome to my home.
Thank you.
This is
beautiful.
Second episode here. This used to be a big ping pong room,
Really?
a rumpus room.
I'm very envious. I do a podcast and we have to haul. Well, I don't have to go far, but I love the idea of like walking downstairs for podcasting.
I'm still gonna complain about the commute.
You're gonna end up being like 400 pounds and just lazy and a recluse.
Buddy, I'll show a picture of me when I was fat. I could put my hands in my pockets.
You were not you didn't touch 400.
No, but I could put my hands in my pockets naked. I tell you, I was a big guy. I tell you, The Unexpecteds is the movie, a Kevin Smith joint.
Yeah, Kevin Smith, executive producer,
don't
comes
wanna
out
go through my
October. Yeah.
Kevin Smith is the reason I have a podcast.
No.
Yeah, he had the Smodcast network, and he said you'd be great at doing a podcast. At that point, it was just Mark Maron, Rogan. Oh, Joe Prano's here. Sorry, Joe.
I met Joe. He let me into your house. Does he have a key?
Not yet. I'm just.
He should have a key to the studio.
We're not there yet.
No, you should have one because then I don't.
Because then I'll have
Protect the upstairs. Have a separate key for upstairs.
Otherwise, I could take my crutches downstairs and unlock the door for him. Poor ACL.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was just Rogan, Mark Maron, and I don't even know if Corolla was up and running yet. It was very.
Jimmy Pardo was one of the early ones.
Jimmy Pardo was an early one, and then he just said. He got me started with it. And that's how I met Ernie from him and Andrew and Matt and all those guys. And then he gave me like the best advice. Like it has to come out the same day. You got to be so consistent. Otherwise you'll lose your audience.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you drop on?
Tuesday? Handsome Tuesdays.
Handsome Tuesdays. That's a good one. Yeah. Kevin, our film went to his film festival and he got behind it.
I wonder what won.
The Smodcastle Film Festival.
Yeah, so let's go through the Unexpecteds winning the Kevin Smith Film Festival. A Kevin Smith film.
But it's a real connection. He's like fostering the arts in the best way. He's giving back.
Well, yeah, he always has. But what I'm saying is, I mean, it's kind of like Fugazi that a Kevin Smith movie. Like if I go to the Jay Mohr Comedy Festival, it's like, what do you know? It's like Kim Jong-un winning a golf.
No, he came in later. Like he put his name after we made it. We made it as a true indie. Like we had no support. We just got some money together.
People voted. Of course, they're going to go with Kevin.
He wasn't involved in it yet. He's not in it.
It's the Kevin Smith. Oh, the movie you mean?
The movie, yeah.
But then now he's
He's executive producer and he's getting behind it and he's
What's it
helping
about?
It's about a bunch of people who get scammed by like a YouTube Bitcoin hustler, and they lose everything, and they were barely above water to begin with. So these unlikely 5 knuckleheads employ the services of a real badass, and they go back to get their money.
And Alejandro's the director?
Alejandro's the director. Yeah.
Alejandro Montoya?
Marin.
Marin?
Big fan, sir.
Or Marin Montoya.
Montoya Marin.
Montoya Marin.
Montoya Marin, cabrón.
Montoya Maron, cabrón.
So chinga madre, cabrón.
Cabrón.
Wait, get it right.
I went to a Mexican rehab. I learned plenty of Spanish.
I worked in a restaurant in Chicago, and I learned my Spanish there.
Yeah, I learned it playing cornhole, and sometimes we go outside. Anyway, gang.
Don't use that joke again.
My
That's cheating. I didn't bring any jokes in my pockets. You guys are.
My roommate in rehab's name was Armando. I've said this before, but it's worth repeating. If you didn't roll the R's, he corrected you. So I was like, my first day in rehab, I'm like detoxing, I'm seeing stars, and I'm like, good morning, Armando. He goes, get it right, bitch. Because that's not my name, it's Armando.
Armando.
And I was like, sorry. Forgive me, Armando.
Not everybody can do that.
I didn't realize you were an asshole. The Unexpected, you guys get ripped. You seem like a fucking dope that would get roped in by like Haktua coin.
Me?
No, the fucking guy behind you.
The guy behind me, yeah. I actually made a bit of money on Doge back in the day.
What's that mean?
The
Dogecoin was a
Dogecoin,
thing.
which Musk was pumping for a while. And how it happened is I had the Robinhood. We had a Robinhood sponsor on my podcast, and they were like, "You get one free stock." And I was like, "Well, what am I going to do with one $5 stock?" So they gave us one $5 stock every few months, and I just bought a whole bunch of Doge with it, which was 0.0001 cents. And then it all went up. So
you got out, I hope.
Yeah, so I ended up turning
collapsed.
a free podcast stocks into like $3,500 or something like that.
Do we get a piece of this podcast? Like,
That's
do
a
you give
lot
us
of money to a guy like that.
Yeah.
$3,500 is nothing.
Free money.
This guy's
That's a used car.
Yeah.
2-time Emmy nominee.
I was told I got some preferred shares of your podcast by coming down to Playa
Absolutely,
Vista.
you do.
Yeah.
You're a Moorier.
Del Rey. Yeah.
You're
All
a,
right.
you're a Moorier.
A warrior?
Yeah.
Is that
How
your
long?
army?
Where'd you film the movie?
We shot it in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I've shot in Albuquerque. It's interesting.
It is. Yeah, he's from there, and we met. On
really?
Yeah. We did Eva Longoria's movie Flamin Hot there a year before, so I was well versed in Albuquerque.
The Flamin Hot Cheetos movie.
Yes.
Is that?
God damn it, Joe.
Well, he was in the Flamin Hot Cheetos movie, so I have to ask.
Oh, that's a real thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Flamin' Hot.
I thought you were breaking his.
No.
No, it's a movie.
I stood up for you.
Do some
I
fucking
was like,
research.
God damn it, Joe. Do some research. Look at all these, I know his fucking high school mascot.
Well, you don't know that he was in the Flamin' Hot
Hornets.
Cheetos movie.
Very good.
Is our Flamin' Hot Cheetos the best snack ever?
I don't
No.
like them.
You don't like them?
No.
Okay.
Doritos, straight up. Old school. Not
Old
cool.
school nacho.
Yeah,
Doritos.
I think that's
Yeah,
fair.
because Cool Ranch is the Newport of chips.
Or I'm a sucker for an old
They're
school
like-
Cheeto. A crunchy Cheeto,
Yeah.
I'm in.
And you got to hold it in your mouth without biting it. See, put it over on the side like it's a thing of skull.
Yeah.
And
Let
just
it melt.
Yeah, that's why I have so many implants on my bottom row. Matt Walsh, the pride of
You're a
Hinsdale
wreck.
South
You're
High
broken.
School, otherwise known as just South.
Hinsdale South. Yeah, I guess they called it South.
You graduated what year?
You want to prove how old I am?
No.
I'm older than you. I graduated in
Jesus.
1982.
All right, you're my sister's age. She's really old.
Old people don't like talking about their age.
I'm 55, so that makes.
All right,
who
we're
cares?
cousins. We're cousins. In age.
Do you remember what your high school newspaper was called?
Daily Hornet?
The Stinger.
Oh, wow. You love this stuff. I'm in my high school Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good.
It's good. Me too.
My
yeah.
favorite story about that is my buddy Frank was in the first class, like when they started. He was in the inaugural class. I didn't make it. And
What does
was,
Frank do?
Frank's a pediatric cardiologist.
He started Doge Bitcoin.
Yeah, he's a pediatric
He invented
cardiologist.
the Flamin'
Whatever.
Hot Cheeto.
But he was a total fuck. I shouldn't swear. Can I swear?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, he was a total fuck up in high school. Total mess. And a deviant. And I threatened him, like, I'm gonna tell the committee who you really are if I don't get in that thing. And then about 2 years later I got invited. And I thought because I'm on TV,
Yeah.
I phoned in my essay. I just gave him
Well, you had an essay.
yeah, you have to do an essay and you have to do a couple things, like jump through a few hoops. I kind of phoned it in, sent it out. I didn't get in. My first application, I didn't get in. So then 2 years later, they sent me again. They invited me again to apply. And I put my time in and I got in.
I can't believe you had to write an essay. Well, you know what?
Couple things. You had to write about like your favorite teacher, your favorite experience, like, and paragraph worthy, like
Who was
almost
your-
like an ACT, SAT,
I didn't do well on those.
Yeah, but it's like that. It's like, yeah.
Who was your favorite teacher?
There was a guy named Mr. Lichter who taught biology, two of them, and our coach.
I bet he did.
He did.
Mr. Lichter.
And he basically, I could give answers in class and they weren't exactly what's in the textbook. He was like, that's not exactly right, but I like the logic. So he encouraged you to participate. You know what I mean? He's like, you're not a
Yeah.
moron. He's like, part of that's true, but here's why it's not true. But he brought you into the conversation. And then the other one was our football coach, Coach Kern, because he was just great. He was like, just really good guy. And then this woman, Miss Baker, who was like the theater teacher.
You were a theater guy?
I only did the variety show at the end of the year, but she was very encouraging. And at the end of the variety, where you make fun of teachers, the only theater I did in high school, at the end of it, she's like, you're good at this. You should continue. You should try it. You could maybe make a living at this.
It was kind of like a teenager doing a roast if you got to make fun of the.
Oh, we offended a lot of teachers.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my God. Miss
great.
Frichty.
Did they
Poor
write
Miss
about it
Frichty.
in the Stinger?
No, but it wasn't.
Come on, motherfucker. Fuck yeah. Fuck this guy. Who is he anyway?
Trying to get my hometown. You got my home address in there where I lived? How deep are we going to go?
What was the name of your
What position did I play second
backup
string
tight
on the
end.
football team?
backup tight end?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, and kicking. I was on the special teams and outside linebacker.
Who was your favorite teacher, Joe?
Mr. Weber.
Alejandro, did you guys go to school down there? Yeah, I guess. What did Mr. Weber teach?
Mr. Weber taught science, which I was terrible at. So I didn't really care for him as a science teacher, but JV baseball coach and ran the ski trip to British Columbia. And
Ski trip?
And wore
Shit,
the
what a fucking rich
Was
wore the
this a
wore the
private-
transition lenses.
Was this
You
a
know?
private school? Jesus,
was,
you had a
it
ski
was.
trip?
I did
oh
go
my
to a
God.
private
You went to
school.
fame.
Yeah.
They had a ski trip? All right, you actors, get on the slopes.
Dancers weren't allowed to go on the ski trip. They couldn't.
I Just chase Debbie Allen around the lodge all day because she never wore a bra, even though she had A cups. My sisters used to get mad watching. My sisters.
You don't think women with A cups can go without a bra?
I'm all for it.
Okay.
Nobody going with bras. But my older sisters would be like, I hate when flat women don't wear bras. Like they would heckle Fame. And I'm like, one of these guys is a comedian. Everybody pipe down. He's about to get loose. Oh no, Leroy got beat up. It was fucking great.
That's awesome.
Fame was where it was popping.
You remember the chit chat during the side conversations during the show?
It was the only time like we spoke was like watching
in front of TV.
TV, yeah. Me and my sister spoke, but
yeah.
My favorite. I don't know if I had a favorite teacher because I was such a maniac. But Mrs. Blauvelt, who was not a particularly nice person, but it was the only AP class. Somehow I got into AP English. And there was 4 questions on the blackboard, and she'd hand us like Brave New World or Fahrenheit 451, and she goes, "Those are going to be your 4 questions. Each answer has to be a page long. I don't care what you do in this class, but I'm going to grade other stuff. So just be quiet. You can do whatever you want." So you go in there and do all your homework from the other stuff.
Oh, that's good.
And then I had the questions for 2 months, and if you don't nail that test, you're an idiot.
That's not a bad way to go.
That was cool. Like she treated us like college kids.
Yeah, my worst teacher was the math teacher who was the football coach. Did not like him.
That seems incongruous. Math.
He would, you know what he would do? He would have the star of the football team who was like a good guard or something, and he would go, "Here's your thing," and then he would just talk to this kid who he was enamored with during the whole class. And then if you had a question, he's like, "It's in the book." He wouldn't help you. Like math is like this language you need help with. If you don't get it, he was the worst.
I never got it.
I didn't either.
I'm an idiot.
I struggled.
When I'm at a Lakers game and I look at the scoreboard, I'll be like, okay. If it was 86-76, that would be a 10-point lead.
Well, I'm better than that.
But it's 83, so that like I'm that bad.
You're
I'm
doing
not,
your work.
Yeah, I'm like not joking. I'm actually that bad at math.
Can you suss it by the cheering in the crowd if we're winning? Or that would lead you down the wrong path.
Like I'm not on the spectrum. Well, I probably am somehow. High school yearbook was called what at Hinsdale, South?
Vespa.
Yes. What is a Vespa?
A hornet. In Latin.
Is it really? I never
Latin.
knew that.
Yeah, like those scooters are hornets.
What was your high school? We had the Verona High School, Verona, New Jersey. Our mascot was the Hillbillies.
No.
Greatest mascot of
Still?
all time, Matt Walsh.
That went away. It must have gone away.
I got a good story about it. Type in Verona Hillbillies for me so I can talk to my guest. He deserves me not on
There's
my
some
phone.
bad. Wow. What was the visual for that?
You're about to see it. It's a guy laying down with a whiskey jug and a rifle.
Straw hat, maybe?
Here you go, buddy. Don't say I didn't fucking hook you up. Don't say I didn't put you up on game. What's the one upper left? And then the PC police came and
a
changed.
beard, a ZZ Top beard.
Yeah, barefoot.
Oh my God,
And
that's incredible.
The PC police came and changed the rifle to a fishing pole and the whiskey jug to a dog. And the old retired, it's like where they filmed The Sopranos.
Yeah.
All the retired mobsters were like, change it back.
And what happened?
They changed it back.
They did?
Yeah, boosters.
Is it still there?
Yes.
No, it's still hanging out. That's incredible.
Yeah, the hillbillies.
That's
just
is
like
it a hilly town, sort of?
Ever watch The Sopranos, like where his home was?
I guess I have.
You
Sure,
heard of
I've seen The
Sopranos?
Sopranos.
Yeah.
That's the same town.
Yeah, it's just like a suburban little league leaf. It's as they would say on Dateline, a leafy Tony suburb.
Oh my God. Do you know, have you ever heard of Pekin, Illinois?
No.
Do you know what their mascot
Is
was?
it spelled like pecan?
Peekin.
Okay.
Look it up. I almost don't want to say the word because it's not cool. CHINKS.
Wow.
That was their mascot.
Mine started with, as soon as you said C,
No,
I don't want to tell you where I went.
that hung on.
I like that you spelled it out like the listeners are all 7 and now they won't be able to figure it out.
Well, it's not right.
There's got to be a thing.
I think there was a population of people from Asia.
No.
Look at somebody's
Joe,
got to
I got it.
Google this. Alejandro, my
I need a
assistant, will
producer.
help us.
I need
Look
a
it up.
producer to look things up.
Peekin, Illinois, and that was the name of their mascot.
You're asking the Mexican guy to look up high school mascots?
Well, he's got a phone. No, he was born in Laredo. He's American
really?
Mexican. Yeah,
I like Laredo.
I've never been.
It is amazing. Like, my grandfather lived in Del Rio, Texas, and you go but at least like the river's pretty wide there. But like,
here you go. I got you. Origin of the nickname. The mascot was first used in the 1930s, likely drawing on the town's name, which residents mistakenly believed was the direct opposite side of the globe from Peking.
Okay. And then how long did it hang
Mascot
on?
characters named Chink and Chinklet were later created for halftime ceremonies.
Feminine, you know.
Performing stereotypical Chinese outfits. Wow.
How long did it hang in? Like, when did they wake up and go?
Criticism began in the 70s.
Oh, bunch of hookies.
Illinois finally woke up.
1981, they became the Dragons.
That's
which
pretty
is,
late in the game, which is also
Yeah.
iconography
The
from
Pekin
that.
Dragons?
Yeah.
That sounds like a Korean baseball
I can't
team.
believe you seem like sport. That's like notoriously one of the worst mascots.
They
ever.
should become the Ducks. That would have been even.
Peking
Ducks?
duck.
Yeah.
God
That's
damn
pretty
it,
good
Joe.
too. Where were you in 1981 when they were
they go-
pitching
they go
ideas?
He was at
Dragons?
Fame. He was getting ready for the big talent show. There was a
Fame
scout in the
High School?
audience.
I was
When's
checking
the
all of the braless titties at Fame.
All right, final question. When does the unexpected come out?
October 14th.
Oh, it's right around the corner.
Yeah,
That's
like
my
on
housekeeper's
demand.
birthday. I'm going to take her.
Really?
Yeah.
My
Do you know how many
birthday's the
theaters you
13th.
guys are going to be in?
0. It's one of those.
Oh,
it's
it's
a
a
small.
streamer.
Yeah, it's a streamer. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the way it's going. And we had David Mamet in here, and he's like, it was just on a website.
Really?
Yeah, it was a good. Did you watch the movie?
No.
I mean, he's
Forgot what it was
great.
called. David
Yeah.
Johnson or something.
Yeah.
It was very good. It was very Mamet.
Yeah.
It's like the whole thing is 4 scenes.
Wow.
Shia LaBeouf.
That's a great cast.
Shia
yeah.
LaBeouf in prison, like creepy.
Really?
Oh, it was great. Yeah.
And he had to put it on a website or whatever.
It was, I think it was like davidjohnson.com.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he was fun. So you did theater in school towards the end, and that lady buoyed you.
We're going through my life story. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's an
I
interview.
love it. I won class clown. So did you win class clown?
No, I was. I
Were you
was,
funny in high school?
I was annoying. I was a wrestler and a comedian, so I was
wrestler,
like a double monk.
Did you start wrestling in junior high or high school?
No, I wish.
Oof, I hated it.
what
I
a-
wrestled in 7th
Just
grade
until you came.
until I got my own vinyls so I could sweat and eat salt tablets.
I never cared enough. To
That
like,
was
go-
that era.
That's how I got in my high school Hall of Fame without an essay. I donated wrestling mats.
Oh,
And I
that's
had-
good. You're a better alumni than I am.
I had one caveat. I go, do not put my name on these wrestling mats.
Yeah.
And they're like, no problem. And I went back over Thanksgiving to like guest, because I coach. I went to guest coach. Huge, like donated, but like down once, like an L couch, donated by Jay Mohr. I'm like, I don't want to see you guys in the North Star Ledger getting pinned under the H and Mohr. Fucking fish flopping around. Unexpected's October 14th. I just want to make sure I got the plug in. And anything Kevin Smith does is like it's just quality control. It's going to be good.
He's
because
the
it's
best.
Kevin.
No, the kid I wrestled for and wrestled under at 135 in 7th grade, like went to state. So I would just get my ass kicked every practice.
135 in 7th grade. What's in the water? And
Yeah.
125, somewhere between 125 and
Still, that's
135.
pretty jacked.
I mean, no, I was
I was
real.
in high school,
like,
103.
how tall are you now?
5'10".
I'm
Seen
like
it?
I was 6'1", you know, so I was tallish.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't like jacked in any way, but this kid Chuck Krzyzewski sounds like a great wrestler. Would just crush me and like
Yeah, we had a
I'd be
Wazalewski.
almost in tears.
We had a
Like this is not a
Wazalewski.
great sport.
We had Drew Wazalewski, but we called him Egg Roll because he wasn't circumcised, and that was there was two on. Welcome to the podcast. We should start. Can we get started? We there
He
was
eventually transferred to Pekin High School.
where else would he
Egg
go?
Roll
he was the
wrestled
P-
for the Chinks.
He was the Jesus Christ, Joe.
Yeah.
He was the. I used to be that guy. So I'm like, I've learned a few lessons.
You're a role model for him?
Yeah.
I love it.
There was two uncircumcised guys in my high school. It was Chuck
funny?
Kakuzo and Drew Wazalewski, Egg Roll and Anteater. Like that's just all they were known by. And then Drew Wazalewski got pinned. He was pretty good. He's the guy that he's the kid that like between sophomore and junior year. This is when Nautilus machines first came out.
Yeah.
There's that one gym on the 2nd floor above the dentist that has like 8 Nautilus machines, and he just lived there from June until Thanksgiving. And Drew came back jacked.
Yeah.
And he was wrestling like 155, and he just steamrolled his way through all these dual meets. And then it was like, oh, here we go. Drew's wrestling some Enzo Catullo, some fucking Goomba from Jersey. And we're like, all right, here. And he got fucking pinned in like 30 seconds. And we still won the match, but we're in the locker room afterwards. And this kid, Mike Ardilla, goes, hey, he's sitting there like kind of crying. And he goes, hey, don't feel so bad, Egg Roll. And he stands up and just fucking drops him and goes, my name is Drew Wazalewski. Just standing over him, cock flapping.
What's the What's the coach doing during all this?
He wasn't there.
He wasn't around.
Probably smoking. They always go outside and smoke. He would give us a drill, and we could tell how much longer we had in the drill by how many times we heard the lighter. It's like 2 cigarettes was like 8 minutes.
Do you think wrestling in high school stunts your growth?
Absolutely not.
Making people cut weight?
I'm not a big cut weight guy. You cut a little because you have body fat you can get rid of. But as far as like, I always tell my guys, I want to be the most hydrated team out there. Let these guys fucking struggle.
I agree. Don't make them cut weight, right?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to lose weight.
The other thing that sent me to never wrestle again, my buddy Dave Yupa, who wrestled like 98, he got thrown down and his elbow bent that way. His elbow, he broke his fall like that, and the whole gym went, oh! Like that reaction when you see that.
Yeah, I remember it happening in Pop Warner football. This kid, Mike Sisler, he was a little, as we say in New Jersey, a little
still have it.
There's a pile, and he just fucking wiggled his way through the pile and goes, coach was Mr. Kishner. So he goes, Kish, I think I broke my arm, and that shit was sticking out. Like 8 kids quit.
Yeah, that stays with you.
And he wound up doing like security at Giant Stadium to let you know like what I meant by his little gods.
Yeah.
There was a kid on the wrestling team, Mike Gardilla. He's doing life in prison right now for murder and kidnapping. A guy was with his girlfriend at a party the year after he graduated, and he stabbed the guy to death at the party and took the girlfriend. This is in New Jersey, and they shot his tires out in New Mexico, right outside Armando's house.
Alejandro.
I was close. And so it's 5 years each state. So he's never coming out.
Wow.
You get 5. Oh, my God.
So the murder, you're probably going to do 20.
Sure.
Kidnapping, you can add on 15. But then each state, they'll shoot out his tires.
What was the incident? Why did he commit the crime?
He's one of these, the guy had, his girlfriend and him broke up. He went to a party and she was with her new boyfriend. So he stabbed that guy and took her out of the house. And he's one of these guys, like when you climb on top of the school to get all the tennis balls that went up on the roof.
Yeah.
But then he fell off.
That's where the trail of error began.
He fell off of Brookdale School.
And he was never the same.
No, he hit his head bad. It was like second floor. And he was a little Ugats. And then, so we knew he was bad news. In high school, I want you to talk more, but you're going to like this story.
I love high school. I'll give you a high school story.
Okay, good. There was a stairwell to get down to the wrestling room where like we could only walk 2 at a time up and down. So you'd put a guy on your back, like piggyback, and you'd have to run all the way up the stairs and then all the way down the stairs. But it's a team, so it's like a row of ants on each side. We had one cassette. It was Van Halen 1. And when Running with the Devil came on, we would switch out. We would sing it, but we would switch out Devil for Ardilla. So we'd be like, running with Ardilla. And if he was next to you in that line coming down while you were going up, if he was next to you when you said Ardilla, he'd punch you in the face.
Oh,
so you'd have to meter it out.
So you didn't see him?
I found the simple life. And you're like, I'm fine. Like, I'm in like the first verse. But if you hear like, you see him coming towards you and hear, dun, dun, you're like, uh-oh. So you either have to haul ass faster up and push a row of guys, or you have to sag back and the guy behind you would start. So it was that was what we did for fun. And you'd hear the guy behind you get punched in the face.
What, could you chicken out and not say his name if you were next to him, or that wouldn't be the spirit?
You had to say it. We were compelled.
Okay.
And then you know what I mean? The power of Christ.
This is the guy who's in jail?
Yeah.
Well, you trained him to be violent.
No, ever since he fell off to school.
It's kind of like Vincent D'Onofrio in Full Metal Jacket. You drove him to insanity.
But he was a fat body, D'Onofrio. Like he was like a pussy. Ardilla was never a pussy. He was always like the dirty kid at the end of the street.
Okay.
Like he would always brawl. What, you got nicotine gum?
Yeah, I saw yours, so I felt.
You were a big smoker in the day?
Mostly gum. I got hooked on the gum first, then started smoking. For real, and then went back to gum.
I've never heard.
I know.
Anybody,
I'm a weird cat. Yeah.
Who was the? Walk me through that first encounter.
I used to like. I would do shows on the weekend when I lived in New York, and it was always a late, weekend. You'd be out late, and we'd have 2 Sunday night shows, and I was always dragging. And I always remember nicotine was great. I would chew tobacco occasionally, fishing, or you know what I mean. The leaf, I loved it.
I miss it every.
So I remembered the buzz, so I started chewing the nicotine because I started doing tobacco, and I'm like 30, and I'm like, it's just not attractive spitting in a bottle. So I graduated nicotine gum, got addicted, moved to LA, started hanging out with guys who smoked cigarettes and did cocaine. I only picked up cigarettes, and I picked it up later in life, and then I quit and I went back to the nicotine gum.
I miss chewing tobacco every time somebody mentions it, I'm like, oh, I miss it.
Wrestling, it's kind of an occupational hazard, right?
Oh, if it's a wrestling thing, I just think
I feel like a lot of guys in my high school chewed tobacco.
Yeah, were you like
You
more
spit a lot.
rural Illinois?
No, burbs, like Darien is a burb of
Yeah.
Chicago. It's like urban. But a lot of guys, I think the spitting helped you cut water.
Yeah, we do that with gum. I wasn't chewing tobacco in high school. I think with me, it was just inability to be alone with myself. Like I always have to have something
To do.
Yeah, like if you get in the car, you're like, wait, where's my water? Where's my this? Where's my Klonopin in that little Klonopin pocket in your
Yeah.
jeans? Where's my Xanax? Where's my this? Where's my one hitter?
Got it.
It's like my whole life, I needed supplies to. Everybody else seemed to be able to just operate out there.
Like a fidget, almost like a fidget spinner
Yeah.
like kids have. Yeah, like a
Yeah.
little just something.
You
yeah.
got kids. They're like,
I got 3. Yeah.
You got 3 boys?
2 boys and a girl.
I saw your post with the 2 boys.
Which one?
There's a picture.
Were we in Vegas?
No, there's a picture of 2 roosters in the driveway or something. After
Yeah.
the second slide.
We got chickens too. But
And your
yeah.
boys are close together.
Yeah, they're 18 and 16.
That's the
I'm not
way to
gonna
do
know.
it. Mine's 22 and 14.
Oh, that is a bigger gap.
Different
yeah.
moms, because
Yeah.
I like to fuck.
You like the young ones. You find a young one every 8 years, it looks like.
What Dane Cook say? Nobody goes to the grocery store to buy brown bananas. What a line.
So my high school story, just the cliche, we had a kid, we won state baseball, which
Yeah.
was huge. We had a kid, I guess I won't say his name. I don't want to insult him. but-
Illinois, that's hard because you don't get to play your own.
Yeah, exactly. He could throw like 90 plus.
Mm.
Got a deal with the Reds. They gave him like $100,000 signing bonus and a deal. Bought the Trans Am, like the 1982, 83 Trans
I
Am,
like this.
and a rock for this gal, beautiful girl, and I forget who it was. Goes off, gets the Tommy John injury, doesn't come back, loses his deal, loses the girl. She keeps the ring, and he was still driving that same Trans Am for like 15 years around our town.
And then he wrote The River. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Glory days.
Glory days.
Oh, I blew it.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's like, you never think you would see that in real life, but I saw it.
So after he graduated, he still like circled the high school in his.
Yeah, he went away for
We
a
had one
year
of
or
those
two,
guys.
but he had the tragic injury that he couldn't come back from.
But after a couple years out of high school, he would still drive around the Trans Am.
He still had the car. Oh, yeah. And in Chicago, cars don't age well, so it was like rusty.
Oh, yeah.
And it had the
all
eagle on
salt.
front, and then the eagle had rust on it. And it was like an emblem of like, dude, you need to like,
The eagle was chewing nicotine gum.
you need to kick that car to the curb.
There was a guy. Do you ever have a guy like after he graduates, he just still keeps showing up at school?
Oh yeah.
There was this guy Wally. He had a 4Runner, and he had kind of a mullet, kind of a chubby guy. He was cool, but it's like between freshman and junior year, you realize the difference between cool and something's weird here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just circling the high school, and it would be like Wally,
When he was how old?
19, 20.
Yeah, that's too old. Yeah.
You ever like leave a party and at the red light, you're next to somebody at the red light from the party, and you're like, hey, and then you see him at the next red light.
It's
You know?
awkward.
Yeah. And then by the third red light, you're like, what the fuck's with this guy? I hate this guy.
And that
Yeah.
guy's always like, hey, he wants to do it 3
Oh,
times.
fucking A. 2-time Emmy nominee.
Finally, we're getting to that.
Yeah.
My
Well,
drive. I want to
did
give you.
mention it early.
I want to give you a driving story in Chicago.
Yeah, please.
We were out late. We went to White Castle, had a couple beers.
He don't know about
This
White Castle.
crazy
What are you
friend of
talking
mine, Doug, big dude, he would always race you. So we started racing to White Castle, which is so dumb. And then at the stoplights, he would bump into me. He would, bump bumpers like on the street at like 2 a.m. So then I pulled behind him. I bumped into him. At the next light, he thought my car was my car, but it wasn't my car. And he bumped into a cop car. He literally tapped the back bumper of a cop car while he'd had a couple drinks, and he talked his way out of it. I couldn't believe it.
Doug, what was his name?
I'm not going to say his name.
I thought you said, no, he said.
Doug.
Yeah, Doug.
Big Doug.
Big Doug.
Big Doug. But like, he talked his way out of it. I couldn't believe it.
There was a White Castle in my hometown, and I can't have these horrible. I'm realizing.
Well, you started the high school.
Yeah.
This
No, I
is
know,
like
but I'm realizing,
Chicago
like,
20s.
My 14-year-old, when he was 10, I was telling him some of these stories, and he goes, "You were raised by savage people."
I know.
There's a kid got stabbed to death at the White
A lot of
Castle.
stabbings in your town.
No, he didn't get stabbed to death. Sorry, he got beat to death. He got beat to death with a guy with golf clubs
In high school?
in high school, and it was like everybody was like all shook up.
So a kid in your grade?
A kid from like 3, like Newark,
Yeah. Is Newark a bad neighborhood back then? It still
Peking
is.
Dragons.
Okay.
And but, and
So he got beat
they
to
came
death.
up like everybody meets at the White Castle,
Oh.
and we used to, I don't want to get fucking canceled. I'll cancel myself. So somebody that maybe from a different town that didn't look like we looked came, and there was beef. Hey, what are you doing here? What do you fuck you,
Yeah.
white boy? And beat him to death with a golf club. 2 weeks later, it was a Lexus dealership. Like that's incredible. That's going.
They knocked it down and turned it.
Maybe 2 months. I exaggerate
Really?
to clarify. Like that's going a long way to prove a point. Like we're not doing this anymore.
No more gathering
Fucking
of.
Lexus, like that glass showroom in the front on the
Oh my
corner of
God.
Bloomfield Avenue and Route 23.
This thing is, and Lexus is
Still the castle shape, though.
That is kind of a crime
It's a
magnet,
trans
though.
building. Alejandro's riveted. Sorry, he's checking his Bitcoin. Did you ever do Bitcoin?
I never got in.
What the fuck are we talking about? Like, no, it doesn't exist, but we're just going to believe it. I guess it's the same
A
concept.
lot of people have made money. I just don't understand
A
it.
lot
So
of people, I just feel like I could be. And by the way, the concept behind Bitcoin really is the same concept behind the paper dollar. We're all
Yes.
just going to assume that the one with the 2 and the 0 on it is worth 19 more dollars than the one with the 1 on it. And we all just go, oh, okay.
except that you have the full faith and credit of the United States government that says this note is worth what it says, whereas Bitcoin, the market decides what it's worth. So there's no like currency was always like kingdoms would mint it, and the king would give you a piece of gold and say, if you give this to someone, they can come to my castle and I'll give them X amount of
Yeah,
gold.
because it would have his face on it.
Yeah. And the same with, I think even religions had currency. So there was
gold,
always somebody
yeah.
backing it up, like the gold standard. But Bitcoin is like untethered, which money is essentially, anyways, 99% of the money is just dots and zeros going back and forth, So I don't know.
Did you ever do Dancing with the Stars? I know you
did.
Okay, you were going to do it, and then first of all, you were going to do it, and the writer strike happened, and you didn't want to cross the picket line, which I love.
Yes.
But the fact that Dancing with the Stars was a WGA show,
It wasn't.
What?
It wasn't. There were muckrakers. You're going to get the whole story, but basically, or the
That
abbreviated
was my
story.
high school mascot, by the way.
What's that? The muckrakers?
Yeah.
I thought that was a
What
James
town
Bond
was
movie.
it?
Muckraker? Wasn't that the Bond movie?
Yeah, Moonraker. Close enough.
James
And
Bond
it was
is
their mascot
muckraker.
was a guy with gold teeth.
Muckraker.
But basically, I signed on like 8 months before, and I said to the show, "This is not a strike? No, it's a reality show, so it's not a strike show. It wasn't a strucken show or whatever." Then we get to start rehearsing. There were some people on the internet who were saying that
Oh, the
5-10 years ago, somebody from the Writers Guild worked on the show. So essentially, they're saying they one time they employed someone, but it's not a Writers Guild show, and the guilds recognize that. But what happened was they let the swirl on the internet rise, and we all, like, I was on the show with Mira Sorvino and all these people, but the guilds never came up and said, no, these guys are legal. They just let it broil because, like, in a day they were going to sit down with the producers and resolve it. So they wanted the media story. So they weren't protecting us. So we got caught in the crosshair.
To let it
It helped
boil.
their cause.
Yeah.
So we literally called the agents, et cetera. So long story short, I walked out because somebody showed up, started picketing. I walked out, like the minute picketers walked out, had to write a letter to the public, like anybody cared what I was up to, but I had to write a letter. And then 3 days later, they solved the strike and I got to go back, but I got kicked out on the first show because they didn't want that story to live on. They didn't, because every day after the show, you do press. So the press was going to say, so wait, is this show a scab show?
So it's kind of fixed then.
It's not
They voted you out.
Well,
to protect
this
it.
is my conspiracy because I know where I was like, there's 12 couples. I was right in the middle. Empirically, I was medium, in terms of talent.
In your heart of
And
hearts,
even
when you nail it.
one of the hosts in the commercial break, she goes, "That's crazy." She's like, "You guys were good." Like
Was it Carrie Ann Inaba?
No, it was
Was it Bruno?
no, the woman, Julianne.
Okay.
Yeah. No, those judges gave me bad marks.
They did.
Yeah.
You think that came from up high?
That's my conspiracy.
Joe told me you quit because you didn't want an Asian partner.
No, I had Coco. I love Coco.
Oh, she was the second partner. Who was the first
She was
partner?
my first partner. I had the best partner ever, and I
So
felt
you're a
bad.
friend of the Dragons.
She's Japanese.
Yeah. Coco's
Japanese.
fine, bro.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Well, Mira Sorvino, Mira Sorvino, who else was on that
Greg
show?
Brady, Barry, what's
Yeah,
his name?
Barry
A big,
Williams.
tall Australian young lad, really nice.
Mike.
Jason Mraz, the
okay.
young girl from
Did he wear his
Doctor.
hat?
He did. He rocked a hat a couple times.
Wow, that's a
Who's the young
commitment,
gal
too.
from Doctor Strange? She won it. She's
Doctor Strange.
Sochi. Yeah, Xochitl. She won it.
Guy.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was my cast. Everybody was super nice.
How brutal was the rehearsing for Dancing with the Stars? 'Cause
It's intense, but I loved it.
It's in my peripheral.
Have you done it?
No.
But I'm telling you, like, those people are world-class athletes, and if you're game, stretching and working, it's not working out, but you are working your body like crazy. Like, I dropped a ton of weight, and I got
We're
better.
married guys.
Yeah.
So, like, to rehearse with a chick for 8 hours, it's like, hey, I can't wait to get there.
Well, they are really in each other's space. Like, they're half naked, and they're always, like, climbing on each other. It's their personal boundaries are, like, gone. There's nothing, like, intimate about it. Like, this is their job.
What was the most, I guess your thighs would be the sorest?
Yeah. And you always get, like, you probably have one thing from driving, either one side of your ass or one side of your lower back. Whatever that thing is, that's the one that you got to work on every day. It's like, God dang it. So you got to stretch the glute, you got to stretch the lower back. That's the one that comes back every time. That driving ache.
Veep's one of my favorite shows ever. And when you were nominated for the Emmy, I was really rooting for you both times.
Oh, you're
Do
sweet.
you remember who you lost to? Of course you do.
I do.
One, you go, what can I do? You're up
Louis
against,
Anderson
I mean,
playing a
what
woman.
can you do? Louis Anderson is
R.I.P.
a mom in
Yeah.
baskets.
Yeah, he was great. And I was
Louis.
I was probably Vegas odds, like last place to win it, but I didn't
You
care.
and Tony Hale
Yeah,
split votes.
that's the other part
You
of it. You
were
were in
Tom-
the same category.
You were Tom Berenger and Willem Dafoe in Platoon for the Oscar. Like, you guys
Yes.
fucked each other up.
We did.
That was
we
Berenger-
stole each other's
That was
votes.
Berenger's Oscar.
Yeah.
Y'all talk about death? Y'all experts? Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
And then Elias was a crusader.
Yeah.
We all you like to talk about or whatever.
Want to fight this war.
This-
like
This is reality.
I am reality.
I am reality.
Barnes, don't do it, man. 14. Do it, man. And LBJ climbing the fucking walls. What y'all know about
That's
death?
the best monologue ever. That's the
He-
best monologue.
It's one of the best performances I think I've ever seen. And Charlie Sheen was on the podcast, and they shot it in order.
The movie.
He
yeah.
told me. So they would all go out to the bar and drink afterwards. So after each guy died in the movie and got sent home from filming, they were no longer at the bar. So it started to get smaller and heavier. And the constants were Defoe and Berenger, and they sat at opposite ends of the bar. So like it was just like, oh, there's only 3 of us left. Like it really was a mind fuck. He said,
Wow.
because like guys would die and they weren't partying anymore at the bar.
Yeah, Keith David was in that too,
Keith
right?
David. All
I
you got to
worked with
worry
him.
about is keeping your powder dry, your pecker hard.
Yeah.
And that one, there's always that one real Army officer that they cast in the movie. If I find out there was an illegal killing, I will court-martial your ass.
Oh, is that who it was? I gotta
that
go
was
back
a real
and watch
guy.
it.
It's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah, that monologue is incredible. Like Berenger's incredible. I don't know if he was ever that amazing, but
It's the way it is. It's the way it ought to
always
be.
go. Oh, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
So when you were
I am
nominated, where were
reality.
you? I am reality. When you were nominated for Veep, where were you when you got the call?
One time I was in Paris of all places, and they couldn't find me. I was working on a movie in Paris, and like I wasn't tracking like anything. Like I wasn't waiting to hear anything, and then the other time I was probably in L.A. is my guess. I don't quite remember.
Let me tell you something. You go like, it doesn't matter.
How many Emmy nominations do you have?
One, but it was SNL, and I was like, I didn't do anything. You know, it was like the writing staff.
Okay,
But Grammy nomination for an album.
really? That's a big deal.
I was in my bathroom and I got a call. My publicist said, and I fell like I was like Sally Field, like, oh, like I hit the
Yeah.
ground. I was like, it really fucked
That's a
my
big
head.
deal.
It made me like, oh, and it was like me and Louis C.K. and I forget who else, but it was just like, oh, I'm in this company. This is great.
Who
Yeah,
won? Louis? Did you both lose to Louis?
I lost to Alec Baldwin the second year.
You lost, yeah. But Alec
He
was
was
a
like-
host.
No, he was playing Trump, so he came in like 6 episodes, just enough to spoil. He's not even a real cast member.
And they say, look, they say there isn't like an agenda and that the media is not liberal. The fact
don't
that Alec
know.
Baldwin can make fun of Trump and win a fucking Emmy from a guy playing a communications
And he's not even the
director.
best Trump, let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Who is the best Trump?
That kid who does it now is incredible.
He's
And
great.
I wish I remembered. What's his
give him
name?
It's like
He's so funny.
it's a name that's comically white,
Yes.
like Josh Davidson, Daniel
Yeah.
Peterson, or something.
Yes.
You know what we're talking about?
Yeah, but I don't know his name.
Thanks for helping out.
We
Joe.
should know his name.
You're like a Band-Aid on a dead body as much you. At this point, I just hope Trump starts nominating fictional characters.
Because he's so insane.
We all love it. We all love a Wookiee. Here comes Chewbacca. People say it's always like I've been hearing. Just
There's nothing he could say that wouldn't be possible. Like to
I mean, when he
imagine
did
him
they're
saying
eating the
anything.
dogs, they're eating the
He's
cats.
so far
they're
gone.
eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
And then at the end, he's like, they're eating the pets, just in case you don't have a dog or a cat. He wanted to scare you.
Playa Vista's a war zone. It's a
Oh
real
my-
shithole.
they were here during
It's a
the-
real shithole.
During the Black Lives Matter,
They're killing. They're witches. There's witches.
There's
on the
Humvees
streets.
2 blocks over. Me and my
Chicago's going to war right now with them. They're suing them though. That's good.
son. I forgot to do this in Reno this weekend, but I have a joke where I go when they try to put the troops down in New York City, it's going to go a little differently. Excuse me, Army man.
That's Chicago's kind of. I was.
You want it? That's all I need right now is you and your fucking tank. I got sheetrock. I got to unload. You cocksucker.
Chicago's a similar vibe. Like they're pushing back as much as they can. Like it's
Yeah,
the
where were
federal
you-
government.
Where were you during Cabrini Greens?
Yeah,
Like
the
when we
real
needed-
riots.
We needed you.
Yeah, or the 1968 riots.
The
I
cops
guess-
wouldn't go to Cabrini Greens.
Yeah. Now it's all condos.
I didn't even know what Cabrini Greens is.
It was a terrible housing project where people were stacked on top of each other, publicly funded. It was dangerous and not so, like the elevators never worked. Then the gangs took it over, and people were still living there. It was a nightmare.
I was thinking one of those like fast food salad places.
No, you're thinking of Tender Greens.
Tender Greens. There you go.
Cabrini Greens, the salad place.
You could
What
open
animal-
one in the
Do the
Chicago
Ce-
might
do the
support
Caesar
that.
wrap.
What animal would you like to see blown up to the size of a horse?
Inflated or exploded?
No, just all of a sudden you could pick any animal, and from now on it's the size of a horse.
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, my hot take would be squirrels. I'd love to see a squirrel the size of a horse jumping between trees because they can leap
Yeah, and they got that meth mouth.
and they can like literally stand perpendicular in a tree. So it'd be wild to see a horse doing that.
My wife and I walk the dogs every morning in a stroller because we have the 2 dogs on Earth. You saw my dogs. They don't walk. They'll walk home because they want to eat, but they won't walk away from home. So we put them in a stroller to Starbucks, take them out of the stroller. But the squirrels know we have bread for the
To feed 'em?
ducks because we feed the ducks
Oh.
down the street. So the squirrels, I don't know, like if they read the Reddit page about what we're doing around here, but when they see this, they're very aggressive.
They
Squirrels.
are.
They're fucking crazy.
Like they do on golf courses, they'll pull your sandwich out. Like if you park your
Yeah.
golf cart, they'll go in and like take your peanuts and sandwich, and you come back and there's nothing in there.
I would go like, if you imagine an ant the size of a horse, it'd be terrifying.
I was thinking a dachshund.
Oh,
Just
there's a lot.
so
This
adorable.
is a dachshund neighborhood. There's a West Side Wiener Dog Club around the corner.
I'm
they
not
have,
a
like,
fan of dachshunds. I love dogs. I'm a total dog person, but dachshunds.
Why?
They're yappy.
My experience is they're bitey too. My experience with them is they tend to bite and they're
You
little.
gotta meet Bo and the fuck's the other one's name? They're like long haired dachshunds around the corner. This lady
Okay,
walks them.
that's different.
Bo and fucking this is a horrible interview. I'm sorry. You hosted
I
a
could have
listening
said that.
seminar.
I could have said that 20 minutes ago.
but you didn't because you're a class act.
Well, I'm in your house. Why would I do that?
I don't live here.
And you let me bring my friends. You're a good host.
Your friend brought a DVD for me to sign.
He's a fan. I told him, he's like, please, can I come? I'm like, yeah.
Alejandro's always welcome here.
One of the best villains.
I was in that movie.
I know.
It's my first
He's-
movie.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you get nominated for anything?
No.
Did you ever get a SAG award? I got a SAG award.
I
Not
won
to
a
brag.
People's Choice Award given to me by Carrie Ann Inaba from.
That's pretty cool.
She goes up to the podium. She goes, "The nominees are," and she looks down at me and goes, she gives me like the.
Oh, like you're gonna win?
No, she knew I was gonna win. She had the
She already
envelope.
looked at. Okay,
She's like, "You won. You won."
that's breaking
It's
the
like,
rules,
"Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
wonder if a CBS show is gonna win a CBS program. I wonder if a Kevin Smith's movie is gonna win the Kevin Smith
Film festival.
Movie Festival.
Do you remember Denzel's speech for the Golden Globes one year? He was like, he won a Golden Globe for I don't know what movie. It's like 15 years ago. And he's like, training it. His speech was, my agent called me. He said they want to maybe give you a gold. He's like, what? He's like, go have lunch with this guy. He's a reporter, and they'll give you a Golden Globe. So I went and had lunch with this guy, and now I got a Golden Globe.
It's amazing.
He literally called it out. So he said, thank you.
Now you know why they're like, I want to thank the Hollywood foreign press because you got to fucking you got to donate the wrestling mat sometime.
Yeah.
You got to
I
write an essay.
haven't given back enough. I got to do more.
I
But
think you give plenty.
I give back. I taught a class or two when I was there.
You taught a listening seminar? What the fuck
No,
is wrong with you?
acting too.
It said, my research said
I have taught a listening seminar. I have actually.
I've been listening for years.
Well, it's part of improv, teaching people to focus. Because you do crowd work, right?
No, I hate it, honestly.
Really? You stay away completely?
I feel like a bully, and I get very anxious because I open the floor up to them, and I no longer have control of the variables.
Okay, fair enough. But in improv, you're kind of waiting for the interesting. Improv's all listening, so you're just waiting for the interesting thing, learning to focus on it, and then how to use it to make comedy. So that was the listening seminar.
Ike Barinholtz said he took your listening seminar. No, I just made that up.
He's funny.
Ike's great. When I act, when you act, do you apply that in acting? Like, because this is the thing about Veep. To me, the hardest acting, if I have a 2-page monologue, great, no problem. But if it's a room of 11 people and I go, that's exactly right. And then I don't talk for half a page and I go, Friday. And then I don't talk for half a page and I go.
That's harder for you?
It all depends on, it all depends on the intel. Like, that's crazy because everyone's just chirping in shit. I'm like, this is fucking chaos. Whereas you and I having a conversation, there's a natural ebb and flow to how the conversation would go.
You're engaged.
So when you're acting on a show like Veep, which is so much an ensemble, is that what you apply to your acting? Are you a big listener?
Yeah, and you rehearse on a show like Veep. We worked our butts off. Like, we would rehearse on Saturdays. We would rehearse, they would clear the room. Not even camera was in there. We would kind of work it through and get inspired by the environment and try bits. Like, we might add a moment because there's a ridiculous painting, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you would discover something on the day, then they would bring in camera, and then we never had to hit mark, so camera would figure out how to shoot it.
Oh,
and so we had kind of run not the heck out of it, but we really had it going. And then the other thing is Veep always changed. Like, you would learn the lines loosely the night before, and then in the morning they'd give you a brand new script. They were constantly rewriting, so you had some latitude to kind of paraphrase a little bit, but you were kind of hitting what was on the page.
That's amazing. Like, have you ever done just a straight sitcom? Like 4 cameras or
not a full time. I did. You know what I did? I did the new version of Roseanne, which is called The Conners, but it was during COVID, so the audience was like the writers and the camera crew. And I've always wanted to do a live sitcom, and I've never in my life done one except for The Conners. I did like 4 episodes of that.
You do the table read, and then that's what you bring out on the floor on Tuesday to rehearse. It goes pretty well, and you show up Wednesday, and it's like, here's 46 brand new pages because none of that shit worked.
And so when are you filming?
Then Friday. Then you learn all that on Wednesday, and then Thursday it's half and half, and then Friday it's back to what it was.
Really?
Monday with like
changes every time.
Couple tweaks.
Wow. I could adjust to that. Did you like the live? I mean, you must have loved the live audience.
I like an 8-hour workday.
Yeah,
it's
that's
crazy.
The dream. They don't make them anymore though. There's not a lot.
Well, I have a 1-hour workday. This is it.
This is amazing.
I'm off
I know.
the road.
This is the new industry. Podcasting is going to save LA. Like, everybody podcasts, or we do each other's podcasts.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about the Bears. You had a Bears podcast.
I did.
You got to bring it back. You guys are hot now.
We did one 4 weeks ago in Chicago, and we recorded it. But yeah, I already have a podcast, so it's hard.
What's that called?
It's called Second in Command. I do it with my buddy Tim from Veep, Tim Simons.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the invite.
You want to come on? You got to drive to Burbank.
I can drive. I just don't want to fly.
When your knee's better, I'll invite you. I'll get your. Yeah, I would love to have you. You just got to pick a movie with a president or vice president in it. And we've done like Planet of the Apes. We've done like The Rock. We've done like, you name it, like First Kid. Like, there's the dumbest movies. There's a bunch of Marvel movies that have a presidential cameo. But we just do this. We just talk.
Tang.
Pootie Tang. Yeah. Does that have a president in it?
I think he's running for like councilman or something.
Yeah, that would work.
No, I would do it. I like doing it by the book. The Planet of the Apes, Charleton Heston, horrible actor. Thoughts?
He was a movie star and didn't need to be. For whatever he did, he was Moses. He was always Charleton Heston. A Mexican. What did he play? What was it? Viva Zapata, maybe?
So when you, as a Mexican man, when you grow up and you see a white guy.
That was brownface too, probably. Yeah.
When you see a white guy playing a Mexican, does it bother you?
Of course.
It really does.
It's kind of like when Soderbergh does Mexico, and it's always a very shitty yellow film every time Mexico's represented.
Well, I mean,
Sicario's a great movie, isn't that him?
Yeah, but filter though.
It wouldn't have been as effective. It's scary.
We had to make it look dirty.
I guess. Lord.
I thought that was gonna get a big laugh. It just made me look awful.
But he was doing the border town. That was like the drug town, wasn't it?
True.
What was that area? What was it?
But also like traffic.
Mexico?
Takes place in
No,
Mexico City.
right across the border from.
Tijuana.
No, it wasn't Tijuana. It was.
Acuna?
Yeah, boys.
I know Acuna, bro.
I don't know Acuna.
It's right across from. It's a different part of Texas.
All right. Anyways,
You know what's amazing about Laredo? Like on one side of the river, it's like a shanty town. And then literally 30 feet, it's nothing but billboards for steaks and strip clubs.
oh yeah.
So like they just roll out. They have no hot water and they're just like fucking titties and meat. 40 feet from me. No wonder everybody comes here. It's just titties and meat. Just giant billboards
That's
of
what
fucking
America does well.
Yeah, and they're fucking they're bright pink, right? They're bright pink. It's like look at our tits and look at our fucking steaks.
I don't even know. Is there like a giant wall there?
Yeah, there's a border and the river's right there.
Okay. No, I don't.
The best explanation of that is go watch Babel, and the pressure that guy
saw
who got
Babel.
CF feels with crossing the border. That's how it is. It's terrible.
Okay.
I was fishing in a little rowboat in Del Rio, Texas, and I had a Rottweiler at the time, and me and my Rottweiler in the boat, and I'm just kind of upriver, and I'm just drifting down, and I look up, and there's like 3 border agents. They all have like rifles, and one guy's got binoculars looking at me. He's very close to me, but he's still got the binocs.
Terrifying.
And I wave to them, and they don't wave back, which scared the shit out of me.
Don't blow our cover or
And
what?
They just thought I was. I don't know. And then I floated like 100 feet, and then there they were again. And then I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
That's not nature.
That's
That's the whole point of nature is not to see people with guns. Well,
no. And they're like, my grandfather had a lot of guns, and I'd shoot him into the river, and he's like, no matter what you do, don't shoot him across the river. And I was like, you should never have told me that.
you did.
Of course, how can you leave a boy alone with a sidearm and like this? The only place you can't shoot this is into another country. I remember I was in Pearl Harbor on a Japanese sub, and then an American sub, and they're like, you can look through the periscope, just don't hit this button to take pictures of the other
Of
sub.
course you did. Right. Right. That's interesting.
I
You know
would
my
s-
favorite Norm MacDonald joke?
Well, I like to hear about it. Yeah.
You made me think of it. Tell me, stop me. It's just basically 2 hunters. They're wearing their orange gear.
Yeah.
Do you know it already?
No, not yet.
And they're deer hunting. And he goes, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to flush them into the clearing. You wait in the clearing. When you see the deer, shoot them. So the guy in the big orange hat or whatever goes out to flush the deer, and he can't find any. So he comes out, and then his buddy sees him across the clearing, and he starts to raise the gun. He goes, hey, don't shoot. It's me. Don't shoot. And his friend shoots him. And the guy drops to the ground, and he's dying. And his friend runs over. He's like, oh, my God. He's like, dude, I told you not to shoot. And his friend goes, oh, I thought you said shoot. Isn't that a perfect Norm? I can't do Norm.
Norm was brilliant.
That was my
There was
favorite
a
Norm MacDonald
sketch,
joke.
It's worth repeating for your amusement.
Yeah, he's
There
a
was
legend.
Fred Wolf and David Spade. I think mostly Fred Wolf wrote a sketch where David Spade was a weight loss guru. And it was just basically he gets you hooked on meth, like a TV guy, like ride the snake. Just take this, you know, when they have like the outline of the body and it's like over 6 weeks, the body gets thinner. It was like 6 hours. Shoo. And it's meth. And they had a pre-filmed piece of Farley going to a drive-through window going, I'll have 14 cheeseburgers, 18 hamburgers, 22 Diet Cokes, 15 apple pies and French fries. And the guy in the box goes, will that be all? And as written was, no, I will also have parentheses TBD. And when I tell you for 2.5 hours, we argued in the writer's room until 4 o'clock in the morning of what the back end of that order should be.
Yeah.
No. Will that be all? No. How about this? How about he just repeats the exact same order? I'll also have, how about he switches the Cokes to Diet Cokes? How about he adds one more apple pie or takes one apple pie? 2.5 hours. And Norm goes, hey, you know, you guys are arguing over the back end of that order, you know? How about Chris? He's at the drive-through window, goes, I'll have 55 cheeseburgers, you know? And the guy goes, will that be all? And Chris says, yes.
That's his.
One syllable. We were like dogs hunting in the wrong direction.
He's he was.
And then when they
blunt.
filmed it, Chris goes, yes. And he looks like really proud of himself. Like he's got, like it's working, like mentally, it's got his head in the game. You could have nominated every guy on Veep. Tony Hale,
Yeah.
Matt McClintock, Matt Walsh.
Yeah.
You're
Mike, yeah.
Gary Cole.
Gary Cole's amazing.
Don't get me started on fucking Kevin Dunn.
He's one of the best actors in the world.
I worked with him on Picture Perfect, and he was fucking incredible.
He's incredible.
He's incredible.
We always said he could, the way he delivers his joke lines, he could be in a drama or a comedy. He has such gravitas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's so good. Yeah.
You literally could have run the table all 4 or 5.
Julia, Tony, Tim.
No, just the men.
Reed.
Outstanding guy. No. Because
for the category.
Because she won.
Yeah,
I'm saying for the category.
Supporting actor.
You could have had every single male member of Veep, and nobody could have said shit. Like, literally, what are you going to do? Complain? Jeffrey Tambor's got to get it from a show I don't know?
Yeah.
What was that show?
Transparent.
He played a trans
woman. Yes.
woman.
Yes. That's going to get noticed. I mean,
it didn't get noticed when Tom
Berenger?
Sizemore, Tom Wilkinson, Transamerica.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he didn't get, was he nominated even or no?
And
What's her name? Felicity won for that.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, Felicity
Did she win?
won. She did.
That was impressive.
Yeah.
She played a guy who transitioned. She's a woman who played a guy who transitioned.
Yeah, she was incredible.
Let's stop talking about trans people before we get applause. Would you ever wrestle a bear?
No, but my friend did.
I'm leading you into this story.
Oh, you know this story. Oh, you did your research. Thank you.
Not even like
Guests
an old
seem
one,
to
like
really appreciate the research. Like
a lot of shows, they just shoot the shit.
They
don't go
stink.
backwards at all.
This is like other shows, but fun.
Yeah, I love it. And I like that it's handwritten. In Chicago at some like World Wrestling event in the 70s, so it was like the lower tier wrestling at the Chicago Amphitheater on the South Side. When you went to see when you went, you know it. When you went to see, it's kind of gnarly. When you went to see the wrestling thing, somewhere in the building they had set up wrestle a bear for $10. And you could get in the ring with a bear with a muzzle. And if you pin the bear, you won 100 or something like that. Like this was happening.
Is it a 1 count or a 3 count?
And they would just say go, and the bear just swatted my friend and knocked him over. And it was over.
Declaw the bear?
Yeah, I think it was declawed. But literally a bear can just like do anything it wants.
Yeah.
Like there's no version of you pinning a bear. But they were allowing it to happen. Like you can't control a bear. Like that's not a trained bear. That's a bear that if it got mad would just kill whatever's in front of it.
That's not a bad gig if you're a bear in captivity.
Yeah.
I think it is.
You get to fuck up drunk guys from Decatur?
I guess, but it's kind of a freak show. Like you'd probably rather
The bear doesn't know it's a freak show. He just knows he gets to fuck people up. And
it's just like he's a bouncer at a club.
Yeah, he's a bear bouncer.
Maybe he enjoyed it.
Is there
I
a
don't know.
former Chicago Bear that you would wrestle?
Would there be a bear? No, there's no. Maybe the kicker, Cairo Santos.
McMahon's not doing great these days. I feel like
an old bear. Yeah, I mean, I could go with an 85
McMahon can't
bear.
be interviewed without sunglasses on. Like, what's going on? Is that CTE or?
Yeah.
I think he definitely has. That's back when they could like spike a guy and it wouldn't be roughing. There's footage of like Packers taking Jim McMahon after the pass and then throwing him down on his head and like no flag thrown. Like,
and that turf was just carpet on top of cement.
It was. That's terrible. Some stadiums, I think Giants still have
terrible turf. Not
And
that kind of
No,
turf.
now it's all you can't get.
Has
away
it got
with
the foam rubber in it or the
yeah.
black?
You
But
can see when
their
they
turf is
slide all
terrible.
the little black.
There's a
specks.
couple stadiums that are like maybe Washington.
No, I'm in physical therapy with NFL guys, and I asked them about it. They're like, no, it's all like the players.
All of them have at least rubber in them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they hate it. Some of them hate it. Like
It
the
should
Giants.
still be grass.
Yeah.
Like, just pay the money and get grass. Like,
So I'm a Jets fan, so I sympathize.
sorry.
Thank you. I sympathize with Bears fans lately. However, here's something a Jets fan could never hear. Dick Duran, Coach of the Year, 2001. Lovie Smith, Coach of the Year, 2005. Matt Nagy, Coach of the Year, 2018. What's amazing to me is the commitment to shit that you could be Coach of the Year 4 years apart, 10, 13, and still be that bad in between. Coach of the you are the best coach. Your team has so impressed us. It's obviously the work of you. 2 years later, pack your bags, take your fucking potted plant, and get out of here.
well, I would probably say after that Coach of the Year award, they all went south. Like, I know Nagy went south the next year. I know
Well,
Dick
that's literally my point.
But I mean, it didn't
Thank
take
you.
2 years. It took like the next season they went downhill.
I thought Dick Duran won it twice, but I was wrong. And he wore the suit. He's one of the last suit and tie guys.
Yeah, he's not really memorable. I don't remember.
What are you kidding me? He was fucking cool.
You know who was really bad? John Fox. We had John Fox at the end of his career. I was hopeful about him. He was awful. And I think they had him for 5 years. or too long, 3 at least.
It was Nagy during the double doink, right? I think.
Yeah, that was
double
heartbreaking.
doink?
Double doink. It was against Tampa, maybe.
Was
He
it
kicked a
field
field goal
goal?
and went tongue, and came backwards,
Hit the sidebar and the crossbar,
and it just
fell
broke
out.
it cursed the
I
team.
think it was a playoff game, right?
Having had a sports talk radio show, if there's nothing to talk about, Cowboys, Bears, you'll fill 3 hours of material. It's
Is
amazing.
that a diehard fan base nationwide?
Just talk about the Cowboys. Just something about the Cowboys being potheads and idiots, and something about the Bears. Like, what's going on with these fucking Bears? Phone lines, all day. 3 hours. 3 hours you can kill just talking about the Bears.
My like parody of sports talk would be like, okay, give me your top 5 NBA team, and you can have 5 Shaqs. Lines are open. You know what I mean? You can create. You could have 5 Jordans. You could have 5 Shaqs. You could run 3 hours on that one.
I love the NFL pregame shows. My friend loves them. We were on the road together, and I can't. It's like none of us have caught on to this. For 30 years, it's 3 hours before the game of, well, they're gonna have to establish the run and they're gonna have to stop the run. All right, thanks for that expert analysis.
Yeah.
The team that makes the most points is probably gonna be in good shape to win this game.
Yeah, they're hungry. This team needs a win, and I think they're hungry.
They have high motor guys, White.
Yeah.
There's a little code like high motor guy.
Yeah, this is an important game, and
So
they're
you
at
must-
home.
they're
That
at home.
advantage. That crowd is going to be amped up.
The white guy's always crafty too.
And the lefty in baseball is always a crafty lefty.
Yeah, crafty left.
You got to feel good about your the Bears.
I do feel good.
They look great.
Well, they beat the Raiders, who were terrible.
Yeah,
And
but Kyle Brandt from the NFL Network is a huge Bears fan. He goes,
yeah,
every year in the last 13 years, the Bears would have found a way to lose that game, and they didn't.
I was there in Vegas, and we were all saying the same thing.
And they didn't.
Because
pulled
they
it out.
took the field goals. They stayed. They kept close. They went into the locker room down 6 or whatever. And, 100%. They were coached well. I think the coach is the big difference. I believe in, like, Ben Johnson. I think he's a real
He's the
deal.
best.
Yeah, I think we're lucky to have him, and I think he'll stick around. And yeah, Caleb will be good. We'll see.
He is good.
Yeah, he is good.
Roma Dunze is his secure, his whoopee.
He is.
Which
Yeah,
you all know
Rome's
about
good.
Jeff.
Rome's good. Yeah, and DJ Mohr is sort of falling away, and we don't have a running game. We'll see. Pass protection.
Who is your running back? It was Singletary.
DeAndre Swift.
Georgia?
I know he played for the Lions.
He did go to Georgia.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, Ben Johnson, I think, fired twice in Detroit. Like kicked him off the team when he was on Detroit. So it's like he back together again.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So
Let's just hope Ben Johnson doesn't win Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
I know that would curse us.
You know who it's going to be? Duval. It's going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
the Jacksonville guy.
Yeah.
Cohen.
Liam.
Liam Cohen.
Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
Oh, if there's a name that says you don't want this guy by your side in a bar fight, it's Liam Cohen.
Yeah.
Did you see the coach flipping out on DeMercado?
Yeah, I would too.
I know. These guys, he didn't really hit him, right? I saw
No,
him.
he popped him a little.
Did he? Okay, I didn't see the right angle. I thought he
But
was
I
just
never
like
understood why,
grabbing him.
like Bobby Knight, Indiana basketball legend. It's like, what happened to the youth of America that you let an old white guy motherfuck you into the ground? Like when we were kids, we'd be like, "Go fuck yourself, old man." These are
Oh,
like,
really? To a coach?
Eventually, like Mike
Yeah.
Ardilla, he wouldn't take that shit.
Yeah.
He'd stab him and steal his girlfriend. All right.
Never put hands on a kid, obviously, in high school. You
Disagree.
can't touch a kid. But I feel like in a pro, it was understandable why that coach lost his shit. I'm not saying you should ever touch a player or whatever.
You seem like a guy that did high school announcements over the PA system.
I didn't get to do that, no.
Didn't have PA then?
I was too busy, like, pranking substitute teachers. And
How was a good prank?
one of my favorites is my buddy Frank Zimmerman, who is in the Hall of Fame, was a good student in class. He wasn't there one day, and we had a substitute teacher. And so when they did roll call, they would say your name. And she said Frank Zimmerman. And I said, here. So I said I was Frank Zimmerman, and then proceeded to be the worst student ever. Just caused trouble, disrupted, made my buddies laugh. And then she left a note to Mr. Von Cairns, who was gone that day, saying, I don't know what you, because he had left a note saying, if you have any problems, talk to Frank Zimmerman. He's a great student. He's very helpful. So she came into the class with this note and then met Frank Zimmerman, and he was an ass. So the next day, Mr. Von Cairns came in and he called me. He just knew right away who it was.
He knew it was you.
Yeah. So that was one of my pranks.
Where is the unexpected streaming? We didn't get to that part.
Kind of where?
iTunes, Amazon, Vimeo.
iTunes, Amazon,
Vimeo.
Vimeo. Watching high school football, Vimeo.
Wherever you get
You see it on Huddle.
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 Huddle's good.
What's
Grindr,
Huddle?
Can I watch it on my Grinder account?
What's Huddle?
Huddle's like you can upload your high school video now, so like coaches can watch your tape. Like the internet is here for
college scouts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
put your
that's
highlight
crazy.
tape
What's
up
going to
on Huddle.
happen with your sports guys? I'm assuming. What's going to happen with like college football? Are there literally going to be 2 conferences in like 5
I mean,
years?
it's going that way.
Like, how do they stop it?
How do you not have a Pac-12? How do you fuck up the Pac-12?
It's going to be the Big Ten and the SEC, right? Or
Yeah,
Big
the ACC, I don't think they can hang on much longer. But, I mean, who cares?
And some of these guys make more money in college than they do in their
Yeah.
rookie contracts, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
And WNBA, they made, like, Caitlin Clark made way more money in college. But
Then are $17.50 an hour in the WNBA.
than her
Really?
17 Yeah, oh, yeah.
Wow.
But the NIL is probably going to kill women's sports because there's only so much money. Because
Right.
there's now every team has a general manager, and they're allocating the funds. So, I mean, if I'm going to give $8 million to my star quarterback, by the time I get to the women's diving team, it's like,
They're not going to get it.
and give them some Subway cards or something.
That's so
Those gals
yeah,
like to eat.
it's unbelievable. And the transfer
the
portal's
women's
like
diving
crazy too. Like
Yeah.
guys can leave.
But now they made it one. I'm not sure how it works, and I'm not qualified.
Okay.
I feel like. So listen, this is a good time. Anything I left out?
No, you hit the 2 Emmy nominations. That's the highlight, really.
Oh,
Just
Mike,
to remind people that
Mike McClintock on Veep, he left his campaign to be a writer for BuzzFeed, and then everybody in the campaign gave him the cold shoulder.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you in real life?
have I ever gotten the cold shoulder? I feel like I've gotten fired from jobs, which felt like
Well, that's
that.
the coldest shoulder.
Yeah, that's the coldest shoulder.
Like you never went and had success and came back to the neighborhood, and people are like, look at Mr.
No,
Big
I
Show."
don't. No, I don't think I've experienced that. I don't think I've experienced like-
Success?
I haven't experienced true success, and I haven't come home and received the cold shoulder. Have you? Give me an example of receiving the cold shoulder. Is that where you go into a room where you expect love and don't get it?
Yeah, Jerry Maguire, when you're on the stoop with all these comedians, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, playing the dudgeons, breaking each other's balls, and then you vanish for a year and you do Jerry Maguire, picture perfect, go, and then you come back to the stoop, it's not so funny anymore.
Is it jealousy or they're what?
I guess so, because I feel it now when guys like have blown past me in stand-up, they're doing like arenas, and my first thought is like, man, fuck that guy.
Okay.
Like, he's not even that funny.
Well, I guess I have, because I did stand up for like a year in Chicago. And when I
remember.
tanked, and I tanked often, you would go to the green room and people wouldn't talk to you. Do you know what I mean?
I always tell my openers, listen, if I don't know them, I go, listen, have a good time, and just know if you bomb, it's even better. I'll fucking torture you if you bomb.
Okay. It gives me material.
Yeah, you just want to be a good hang. Nobody cares if you stink. Just be a nice guy.
But in coming up in the farm leagues or whatever, there was
Yeah.
a distance.
call
If you
it.
went back into that room after you bombed, there was like a.
I
It
can see
wouldn't
that.
comment.
I can
It
see
was just
that.
cold.
I can see that in a metropolis like New York, Chicago, LA,
Yeah.
where there's spots, but not like if
Yeah.
it's just me in front of 1,100 people at a casino, that guy fucking bombs. me.
Yeah, no, this is
Poor
like me
guy.
coming up at the comedy. You probably remember these ones. There was one in Berwyn. There was one out by the air. I don't know, comedy something. Cottage. One was Comedy Cottage.
I never played Chicago until last year.
Did
What?
you do Zanies back in the day?
No, I wasn't that good.
Oh.
I wasn't that good. I did characters, and I would do a different thing every night. I like discovery. I don't like honing. Like I like creating brand new characters and going out with an outline and just winging it. And it was like 50-50, but it's brutal. You know, if you're on the road, it's really rough because then you're in your hotel room and
Oh, it's a
totally
I'm
rejected.
done with the road. I did my last road gig.
really?
Yeah, it's a young man's game. I can
It
do plenty
is.
of spots around town. Why am I if I don't need the money, why am I flying to fucking all over the place?
Do you work kind of with a schedule like every 2 years I want to use everything and make another special? Like how do you?
No.
No, you just do it.
I can't, it won't, I'll just frustrate myself. It comes in like 14, 15-minute chunks. Like when I started losing the weight, there was all that chunk.
Yeah.
And then you put that up front because you don't want to forget it. And I'll go up with an index card with like bullet points. And then when that's by memory, you go, and then you're like, well, wait a minute, something went out on the back end. So then like 3 years later, you'll find that chunk and put that back. You just kind of move it around. An
Okay.
hour for me is just 3 bits.
Really, just
Losing
themes?
weight, going to rehab, being married for the 3rd time.
Okay.
And it's just like a double helix that keeps paying off and Easter egging.
And you have like multiple jokes, so you might not hit all the jokes. You just know, or you'll kind of
I've never written jokes down.
Interesting. So you do improvise a little bit. You probably improvise transitions.
Writing. I write on stage.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I go, stupid joke, but I'm like, I know I'm getting old, not by the number of 55 years old, but like weird things happen. Like ever look for your phone while you're on it? Just like, ha. I go, I'm on the phone with my wife, and I'll be like, all right, listen, let me call you back when I find my goddamn phone. So I've been saying that for like 3 months, and then Saturday in Reno, I go, my wife's, it just pops into your head. You go, my wife's no help. She's on the other line going, well, where's the last place you left it? But like, I didn't write that. It just, there's a divine energy where I'm in that zone and I'm free and I'm clear that.
Yeah. And you're discovering, that's the part of stand-up I love.
But it's not even a discovery. I discover it after it's said. It's
yeah,
so
but
material.
you made an organic connection because you put yourself in that moment, imagining a meathead going, where's my phone? And what?
I think you say a dumb wife.
No, you're the dumb meathead who asked the first question.
Well, watch it.
And receiving dumbness on the other end.
Yeah.
So you're just playing it as if, like, if that's true, what else is true? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I do know what you're saying, but that's too much thought in the moment. It just, you know what it is? It's the lottery balls when there's a whole big kettle of ping pong balls, and if my head's clear and everything's good, and a good meditation that day, the right lottery ball pops up, and I had nothing to do with it.
Okay. Do you have any questions for him before we leave?
Alejandro Marin.
You're such a big fan.
Suicide Kings, man. Talk about that. That's a great film.
It's a pretty broad question.
Yeah.
My agent's
Give
brother,
us a story.
My agent's brother wrote it.
Okay.
So I was like, you can do it. And then, but I had to clear the hurdle with the director, Peter O'Fallon. So Peter O'Fallon, they go, he wants to come see you do stand-up. I'm like, great. I'm at the Laugh Factory at 8:30 and at 11:30. Tell him to come to 8:30. He can't come to 8:30. He can only come to 11:30. I go, that's on a Friday night. That's not going to be good. It gets real rugged.
Okay.
Everyone's a little drunk. Bye-bye. And he goes, well, that's the only time he can come. So I see him in the lobby. I go, just so you know, 11:30, this is going to be a little rough. And he goes, yeah. And he was like, this is the only time I could come. I'm on stage. Somebody heckles me. I don't remember what I said back, but I said something back. And then I just see through the spotlight ice, like just tumbling towards my eye. And I actually get hit in the eye, but not like on the eye, like in my actual moist, like eye, where I'm like, ah. And I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. Who fucking threw that? And I'm like, it's like, it hit me.
Mad.
I'm like, who fucking threw that, you motherfucker? Let's go. And then like some guy stands up, and he was standing up like, because something spilled on him. And I'm like, did you fucking? He's like, I didn't fucking throw it. He fucking threw it. I'm like, come on, bitch. Come on. The guy goes, fuck you. I go, fuck you too. And fuck her. And fuck your mother. Like, I'm just nuts.
Oh my God. You're off script.
I look up at the balcony. I go, you couldn't fucking come at 8 o'clock.
How did you calm that down? Nobody's going to come
There's no coming back from that.
No.
That's always like the petulant child in me when I got heckled was like, how about you go fuck yourself? And then you got to win the crowd back. They're all like, hey, you kind of went out of line there.
Hard.
So now you know I don't do crowd work. Said that like Colin Quinn. Now you know I don't do crowd work, you know? Anyway, he should have come at 8:30. Much more subdued crowd. Early bird special, you know?
He turned it into a Lexus dealership the next day.
Turned it into a Lexus dealership the next day, going a long way to prove a point. We want a certain type of people on Valley View Road. So the whole thing was you're gonna meet Christopher Walken, and you're gonna do Christopher Walken for Christopher Walken. It's like this baton death march that I can't get. I'm all for it. But nobody
Never met him before.
No, but nobody factored in how weird it would be for Christopher Walken doing this low budget movie and just showing up at a table read. And this guy just goes, how are you? Yeah, it's good to see you. You're at the table read. And he's just staring at me like I'm a fucking retard. And I just had to slink back to my seat. It was very uncomfortable. Everyone's like, people are like, oh, like they had a camera filming it.
How did he react? He didn't necessarily enjoy it.
It just didn't.
He was a little thrown.
It's just so, like, if somebody did you to you, you wouldn't know they were doing you to you. And I think
That's probably right.
I was kind of the first guy to do it.
Yeah.
And then on the set, he had this speech. It's lucky for you, like, talk about just the way the words fall for, it's like a song. It's lucky for you, I know who I know, and I do what I do. Otherwise, your princess would be chopped mincemeat by now. And I just kept saying that on set, but he had like a whole page of dialogue you had to remember. And he goes, would you fucking stop making fun of me? And I was like, I'm not making fun of you. I love you. And he goes, breaking my balls. I'm trying to memorize all these lines. So, but then we became friends.
Yeah,
I saw him at the Copland premiere. I called him Elvis for some reason. I saw him at the Copland premiere, and I'm like, Elvis. He goes, "What are we doing here? Watch a movie with strangers."
That's really good.
That movie is Copland's amazing.
Copland is amazing. We had Michael Rappaport in here talking about it forever.
Yeah.
Superboy.
That's the one part I wish I got more than any other part.
Superboy.
I wouldn't be here doing a fucking podcast. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I'd be in Paris waiting for that Emmy nomination call. So I'd be the first guy to turn a movie into an Emmy. That's how I would change the game.
Oh my God!
I'd
You could
win
turn
a-
it. Why not turn a podcast into an Emmy?
Let's do it, Joe. You've done everything.
Make
else
it
We're
already.
on
happen.
it. We're on it.
All
Get
right.
the
I got a
publicist.
question for
Yeah.
Matt before you
no.
go.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get out of here.
Have you ever shown up to an appearance or a podcast and they were expecting bad Matt Walsh?
Oh my God, no.
Oh, yeah.
Great question.
No, thank God. I'm known as the good Matt Walsh, and there's that other guy out there. Yeah. No one's. I've been confused on like social media and stuff. People come at me because he'll say something that you know what he said? He said when Robin Williams. This is just indicative of who the other guy is. When Robin Williams took his own life from like Lewy body syndrome or whatever he had, he was like out there going, I have no sympathy for people who take their own lives. They're quitters and cowards. Like, dude, you don't even know anything.
And everybody was like, Matt Walsh?
Well, no, they kind of knew. A couple people probably jumped on me,
the
but
guy
no.
from Veep's really gone
That
dark.
guy never has an opinion about anything. Why would he jump
So
into
you were on my gratitude list this morning. I'm grateful for Matt Wall. Like whoever the guest is, I'm like,
Oh.
this is really cool. This person's coming by.
You're doing your practice. You're doing the steps. I love it.
And I had 3 people text me like a Matt Walsh book, and they're like, this guy? I'm like, no.
It's Is there a bad Jay Mohr out there, or do you ever get a?
You're looking at him.
I know, but like,
5
if
years
you
ago.
Google
There's
Jay
another Jay
Mohr,
Mohr out there was like, this motherfucker.
My intervention was
life.
in this room.
really,
Yeah, I sat right over there. We sat
my
around
God.
crying, telling me what a mess I was.
family.
I grew up in a very apathetic house.
Okay.
But yeah, my wife and friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my family's in Jersey. They're not,
No, I'm just curious who's because
Nah,
we
you brought it up. You know,
we
you know
did
what you
one
did.
for someone in my family, and my mom at some point, because my brother was like, he was messed up. You know, it's terrible. You know, like, to go down that road, and he was lost, and so we got it together, and we structured it around Thanksgiving because we were all in town, and it started getting real, and people were saying how much you'd love him and just want him to get help, and it's okay. However he is now, it'll be better on the other side. We were saying the right things, and he started being honest. He goes, I don't know how I got here. He's like, I guess I was just lonely and sad, and I didn't, whatever. I don't know what he confessed, something. I didn't know what my purpose is. And my mom's like, oh, get over it. We're all lonely and sad.
Yeah, Chicago lady. Did he go to treatment?
He did. I flew him out there to a really nice one up in Utah.
Did he stay sober?
He did. He's doing great.
Fuck yeah,
And he's
buddy.
like a better human being than me. He passed me up. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, I don't like your brother very much.
No, he did. He like checks in every day, and he's like very servicey. You ask him, he's very conscious of like checking in on the nephews and
You do
nieces.
get inwardly reorganized.
Well, the service thing is something that's really important.
Gotta
I know
do
that.
it.
My wife's completely on the program. She's
Yeah?
great. Yeah,
On the program.
in the
Like it's
program.
Manjaro. She's on the
too.
program. Just like flea medication for a dog. Did you put her on the program?
Don't forget, once a month
Once a month program.
on the same day.
Ellie Mae just got it, the white one. She was fucking scratching full. Now she's all right.
Those things get. Did she get speedy?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dog freaked out when we gave it to her.
Yeah, we were afraid
That
she's
stuff's
gonna-
potent. That's not.
But I mean, she was miserable.
I know. There's no choice. There's got to be like a holistic version somewhere.
My housekeeper goes, Ellie has a flea. It was never fleas. It was like a flea. Ellie has a flea.
Yeah.
Ellie has a flea. Buddy, this was so much fun. Thank you
Yeah.
for coming
Thank
by.
you. I was super excited.
And I would love to do your podcast. We'll change numbers or whatever.
Yeah, we'll do it. I'd love it.
My friends, make sure you hit that Substack. You get the secret episodes with me and Joe. And YouTube, hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing. And I get to monetize it and just buy boats and shit.
Jay Mohr's my uncle.